Hello and welcome back to Aggie Stadium. I am David D.K. Kim from KWS Sports, and this is the 2017 season opener for the UC Davis women's lacrosse team. UC Davis is looking to get back to the MPSF playoffs for a second consecutive year after falling to the University of Denver in the preliminary rounds last year. Coach T and her young squad of Aggies start that journey tonight versus fellow MPSF member, the Stanford Cardinal. About a minute left in the pre-match festivities as they warm up here on either end of the stadium. Got about 45 seconds before we have the starting lineups announced, the national anthem, and the stick checks on the sideline. I do believe this year we do have a 90-second possession clock on the offense. Not sure if that's going to be in play or not. It has been talked about in the off season, so wouldn't be surprised if the 90-second clock was not put in play. For those of you unfamiliar with a 90-second clock, good thing for you. I did some research in the off season. The 90-second clock at each change of possession, it's going to be like a 24-second clock in basketball. When there's an offensive change of possession, the 90 seconds starts to tick. If the team with possession has not shot the ball on net within those 90 seconds and time expires, then they will lose possession of the ball right on the spot where the time expired. The 90 seconds, though, will reset and start over again if the shot goes off a deflection of the goalie, or if it hits one of the posts or crossbar. But if it sails high or wide without touching any of those things, the clock will continue to tick from where it was stopped when it went out of bounds. I don't know if there's any other major rule changes other than just the 90-second clock. I do believe that maybe they'll be doing more intensive stick checks as well pre-game. I believe the coaches still have 3 challenges of a stick check during a timeout or a stoppage of action as well. UC Davis, a very young squad, as we stated just a moment ago. They have lost basically 60-plus goals to graduation, most of them coming from Ellie Delich, the Canadian superstar for the Aggies. Of course, a couple of years ago, she did lead the Canadian team to the Box Lacrosse Championships. That was, I believe, 2 years ago. This year, though, the young team led by a couple of seniors, they look to make some noise here in the 2017 season. They had a above 500 record in the MPSF last year. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2009, I believe. They fell to the University of Denver in the opening round. So it looks like they're getting ready for the stick checks. We're going to take a quick break here on the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim. When we come back, we'll have the opening draw here on Jim Soker Field at UC Davis. You are watching Mountain Pacific Sports Federation women's lacrosse action between the Stanford Cardinal and your UC Davis Aggies. Stay tuned. And welcome back. You are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. Tonight, here on Aggie Stadium, on Jim Soker Field, we have a Mountain Pacific Sports Federation matchup to open up the 2017 UC Davis Women's Lacrosse season as the Stanford Cardinal come a-calling on this Friday evening to get this season underway. UC Davis, after this matchup with the Cardinal, will come back home on Sunday for an afternoon delight versus Long Island University of Brooklyn before heading on the road to Denver, Colorado to face the University of Denver and Colorado University, both Mountain Pacific Sports Federation matchups. Then they come home for 4 matchups in the month of March. March 1st against Presbyterian, that's a 4 p.m. opening draw. March 6th against Coastal Carolina, that's a 2 p.m. opening draw. March 12th against Quinnipiac, that's a 1 p.m. opening draw. And then March 16th against the University of Columbia, once again almost prime time at a 5 p.m. opening draw. Then they go on the road for 6 contests before they come back and finish the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation season late in April with home dates versus Oregon, San Diego State, and USC. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here as today, February 10th, the home opener, the season opener for the Aggies is against the Stanford Cardinal. And it looks like here, starting lineups here, Anna Bolinas, Kate Graham, Kelsey DeJesus, Shannon Cross. She had a great freshman season last year. So did Shannon Geary, had a great sophomore season last year. Kate Fellner back on the attack. Natalie Garces also on the starting lineup. Lauren Ollie in the pipes tonight. Melissa Kellen, the junior out of Virginia, up in the forefront now on the offense, as she will be the focal point of the Aggie offense this year. Taylor Cunin, another sophomore who had a great freshman year. Here's the other senior leader of the Aggies, defender Tess Kevorkian. No doubt she will have a bigger role in the defense, as well as Pauline Kaplan having a bigger role along with Melissa Kellen on that offense, as Coach T tries to figure out which one of her attackers will carry the load, or if they will just all share the load, in which case that would be a dangerous, dangerous attack. I'll be right back here. You're going to be listening to the national anthem here on the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. And welcome back. What a great rendition there. So we are moments away from the opening draw here on Jim Soker Field between the Stanford Cardinal, and your UC Davis Aggies as the Aggies try to get the 2017 season underway with a victory. It would be a kind of a double dose here if they get today's victory, because it would be an opening day win, but it would also be an opening win for the MPSF play. They would start the season off 1-0, but 1-0 in the Federation as well, as the first three of their first four games matchup this season is going to be in the MPSF, with Long Island University Brooklyn this Sunday being the lone exception. And then after that, they're on the road for non-conference games until April. They come back into MPSF play against Fresno State. So Shannon Cross heading towards the circle here with Melissa Kellen, Kate Graham, and Kate Fellner flanking them. Taylor Cunin in the draw circle, crosses through. Shannon Geary, the junior from San Ramon. She will have the first draw of 2017 versus the Cardinal. Matched up against, looks like, Kelly Myers in the circle. Junior from Virginia, another midi. So the two middies against each other in the draw circle as we are about to get this season underway. Thank you for once again joining us here on the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim of KDVS Sports. It is a pleasure once again being able to announce all of the home games for the UC Davis Aggies women's lacrosse team. And the referee sets up the draw here. Let's see if satisfactory. You can feel the excitement here in Aggie Stadium. And there's the whistle, and we're underway in 2017. Ooh, and a hard fall by Shannon Geary. Picks up the foul there. Aggies with possession. Shannon Geary took a tumble there. Hard check to the ground. She adjusts her goggles. Picks the ball back up. There's the whistle. Cross-court, cross-field pass to De Jesus on the run. Triple teamed. Still in the midfield. Belinas has it. Back to Kevorkian. Back to De Jesus on the dead run down the middle. Draws a couple of defenders at the 12-meter. Into the X they go as Shannon Geary looking to feed the middle. Ball on the ground, picked up by the Cardinal. Nope, still loose. Ground ball, still loose. Picked up by the Cardinal. And that is a forced error there. So the Cardinal on the counterattack now. The 90-second clock in play. The Cardinals on the dead run, transition to the offensive zone. Pass to the middle. Fast break. Oh, they almost had the middle inside the 8, but good defensive pressure by the Aggies. And on the counterattack now they come. Ball on the ground. Stanford looking for control. Regains control, but out of bounds. Aggie ball. So Stanford Cardinal got deep into that offensive zone of the Aggies, but that interior pressure forced the turnover now. So the Aggies reset. Crosses the 35, stutter tap by De Jesus. Spin move to the middle. Pass, long pass. Good recovery there by Garces. On the dead run is Garces. Right wing there. Back into the X. Aggies looking to feed the quick stick here. Double teamed in the X. Loses the ball. On the ground. Stanford recovers the ground ball again. In the corner. And there's the whistle. Cross-checking on the Aggies. Stanford is going to get possession. deep in that corner. Gets out of it. The goalie has it now. Oh, loses the ball. Oh, gets it back off of the back of the cage. Very lucky for the Stanford goalie there. Ball loose at midfield. Picked up by the Cardinal. They're trying to reset that offense here. Pelton has it. Being hounded by the Aggies at midfield. Pelton still has it. Transitions into the offensive zone, and there's the whistle. Foul on the Aggies as Gary gets called. Pelton now looks to pass. Restart. Pinned on the sideline, gives it up again. Kuzik has it, up top now. Schoen gives it up. They run the weave back top. Myers surveying the scene in the middle, in the 8. And the quick stick. It looks like Anna Salameno with the one-timer through the 8-meter zone, the heart of the Aggie interior defense. And the Stanford Cardinal are on the board first. 26:55 left to go in this first half. And the Cardinal lead 1-0. So a good offensive series by the Cardinal there. They caught the Aggies in a little bit of a mismatch and unorganized in the interior. They went left to right, caused the Aggies to move off the spot. And then the one-timer in the middle of the 8-meter area. And Salemo just turned and fired and beat Ali to her stick side. So 26:55 left, back in the draw circle. Myers and Geary again. Geary had a very good season last year inside of the circle. No doubt Coach T looking for the same this year from Geary. There it is, up in the air again. And a collision at midfield, no whistle. There's the whistle. And the foul is against the Cardinal. Possession to the Aggies. So Kate Fellner will start it off just outside of midfield. Passes it to De Jesus. De Jesus has space. Has her man beat. Looking for the pass. Veers right into the X. Marked in the X now. Good job by Stanford. Melissa Kellen with it. The quick stick. And goal over the top. And the Aggies answer right back within 30 seconds. I know Melissa Kellen got the pass and the quick stick, but I believe 12, Kate Graham, the freshman from Belvedere, California, on the scoreboard, gets her first career goal of her UC Davis career right there to equalize. And what a way to get your first career goal. Opening night in front of the home crowd to equalize against Stanford. Good pass by Melissa Kellen, though. Drew the defense, and all Graham had to do was run to the spot, catch, and shoot. So 1-1 now. 2 goals in 30 seconds from either team. Geary and Myers back in the circle. Oh, one by Stanford. Excuse me, it wasn't Myers in the circle that time. Stanford on a break. Loses control, though. Loses possession, looks like they had to hurry. Scoop that one up. So Stanford resets on offense. Top of the point at the 20 here. Around the perimeter. Cage roll. And over the left shoulder. And quick succession of goals from Stanford and UC Davis. 3 goals within a minute. 2 by Stanford, 1 by UC Davis there. And Stanford pushing the pace at the 8-meter area. They came on the goal line extended and on the cage roll. Stanford got the points. So 2-1 now. Stanford leads early in this first half. Kelsey Murray with that second goal for Stanford. There's the whistle. It looks like Myers is no longer in the draw circle for Stanford. We'll get you a name as soon as we see that number. High in the air. Looks like number 20 for Stanford, Genesis Lucero, sophomore from Encinitas. Taylor Cunin with it. Looks like on the left side. Draws a defender with her into the X. Looking to pass out. Back around the perimeter they go, the Aggies now. Trying to set up their offense. Stanford in a 3-4 zone, looks like. Almost throws it away, but Gary, good recovery. Back out, reset around the perimeter they go. The Aggies looking for the opening. De Jesus on the run at the 12-meter, top of the circle. Pulls back, feigns the shot. Looks around, back to Cunin on the dead run. Double team, pass out. Double team, Kate Fellner pulls it back out. Gary in the X, looking to feed. Feeds it middle. Good give and go on the 8. Back to De Jesus here. De Jesus, spin move, pins her defender on her back here. Back into the X they go. And a foul is called. I believe it is on the Stanford Cardinal. Potentially illegal defense call because the defender was in the 8-meter for too long. Spin move by Cunin, double team, ball on the ground, ground ball picked up, still loose, fought for. UC Davis has it. Nope, fight for it at the 30. Fight for it at the 30 still, ball on the ground, still has it, ball on the ground. Davis picks it up, snatched out of the air, lead pass, spin move. Oh, and the 90-second clock is up. So shot clock violation against the Aggies gives the ball back to the Stanford Cardinal. So the Cardinal reset, try to transition into the offensive zone. In the mid, they transition really well on the attack now. Here's the pressure. They got numbers if they hurry. Through the middle of the defense on the 8-meter, pass to the left flank there. 2 Aggies on there, shove down. Looks like a foul on the Aggies, so Stanford will get the 8-meter shot from just left of the goal, just outside of the 8-meter extended. There's the whistle, back into the X they go, looking to feed or roll. Stanford playing the 2-man game in the X, looking to feed. Right now, Kelsey Murray has it. Murray gives it up, back up top to Myers. Attacks the 8. Aggies collapse. Stanford pulls it back out there. Good denial by the Aggie interior, led by Tess Kevorkian. Pushing out the Stanford offense back to the 12. They go back into the X, looking for the quick stick here. Murray looking to feed again, back up top. Poplawski. There's a whistle and a foul on the Aggies. 8-meter shot from the right hash here. She has a good look at it here. Runs in, attacks, and over the stick of Lauren Ali. So 2 unanswered goals for the Cardinal. The stick checks out for the Cardinal. It's 3-1 now. And Dylan Schoen, the junior from Connecticut, gets on the scoreboard. So 3 goals for Stanford, 3 different players. We got Murray, Schoen, and Salomo with 1 goal on 1 shot. For the Aggies, it is Graham, the assist to Kellen, of course, as Geary and Poplawski enter the draw circle. So it's been Geary all the way in the circle for the Aggies. Stanford's been going through a couple of people as the game has progressed. 3-1. 3-1 is the score here. 23:05 left to go. Gary back in the circle. The Aggies looking to win this draw and attack. And the draw won by Poplawski. Passes it forward on the ground, though, and out of bounds. An unforced turnover there for the Cardinal. And the possession back to the Aggies. Looks like Maddie Myers getting ready to enter this game as a run-on here as Gary runs off. There we go with the exchange. Good catch there, almost out. Oh, good deflection there. Recovery by the Aggies. Good pickup, De Jesus. Resets back to the transitional here. Kevorkian on the run. Ball on the ground. Turnover, counterattack by Stanford here. They got numbers if they push. Through the midfield. Into the offensive zone they go. Here comes the break. Ball on the ground. Good recovery. Can the Aggie defense pull it away here? Back in the X. The Aggie defense reassembles. The Cardinal pull it back out. Around the perimeter they go. Susik passes middle. Good collapse by the Aggie defense there. And a whistle and a foul on Stanford. So the Cardinal were looking for that quick stick one-timer to Kelsey Murray inside the 8, but a good collapsing defense on the interior causes the turnover. So the Aggies now, after the foul, on the counterattack here. Looking to get a sustained amount of offense going. Kaplan down the right sideline, wide open. They finally see her at the 40, finally marked up by a Cardinal. Passes middle, ball loose. Picked up by Aggies, though. Regain possessions, De Jesus. De Jesus has been everywhere on the field so far in this first half. Head up, looking for the pass. Turns the corner. Almost passes it. Back into the X they go. Looking for an opening in the middle there. Pass back out. Top of the 12. Kunin with it now. Looking to start her drive. Feigns the drive. Jab step. Draws 2 defenders. Shannon Cross. Kunin playing the 2-man game up top here. There's Cross. Oh, and a good idea there from Cross and Kunin. Look, working that 2-man weave. The Stanford goalie, right on spot, Ali Dakar, the junior out of Dublin, California, with a save. Stanford on the attack here. Looking to right the wrongs of that turnover from that last possession. Murray looking to feed. Calling out instructions from the X. Passes back up top. Works inside the 8-meter. Oh, a good defensive stop there. Ball on the loop. Ball's loose on the ground. And Lauren Ali recovers the ground ball. Good stick defense inside the 8 there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but a good interior defense there. Broke up that, what looked to be a fast break goal in the middle. Passes up. Good catch there. Fellner has it. Has Kaplan to her right. Draws 4 defenders. Kaplan gets it. Whistle, foul on the Cardinal. Fellner with it again. Restart. Kunin. Back to Fellner. In deep. And ball loose and out of bounds. Intended for out cult. Another freshman attacker. Just under 19 minutes left to go in this first half. Stanford lead 3-1 on the attack. They got numbers if they push. And a good defense by Taylor Kunin. Good stick work there. Slash right from behind. Caught the edge of the stick. Ball came loose. Stanford ball, but stopped that odd man rush from happening. Gives the Aggie defense some time to set up again. McMahon has it up top. Back in the 8. looking to unleash it there from just off her right shoulder. Bunis almost loses it, regains control. Cage roll stopped, back up to Bunis. Passing around, Aggies interior defense doing a good job of shutting down the passing lanes. Ball on the ground, and a trip up and a whistle. Tess Kevorkian looking to scoop up that ground ball and lead the break the other way. Stanford Cardinal tripped her up and the foul called. Now the Aggies have possession. Save those 2 quick goals after the equalizer, and the Aggie defense has stood up strong here tonight against the Cardinal. A good crowd here at Aggie Stadium for the home opener for the 2017 season. Taylor Coonan on the dead run, has a man to beat, on the clear, open shot, passes it, pulls it back, one-on-one in the middle. Double team, Maddie pulls it back out though. Fellner in now, resets the offense. I thought maybe Taylor Coonan could have a one-person fast break there, but a good decision by pulling it out and resetting the offense. Out Colt, pulls it back out. The Aggies now looking to reset that offense. Gives it back to De Jesus on the right hash. Sophomore from San Diego starts it again. Fellner now. Into the X they go. Checking foul against the Cardinal. Maddie Myers, the freshman from Walnut Creek, will start off at the E from the Aggies. Looking to pass the quick stick here. One time it. Passes it around. The Aggies very deliberate. 2-man game inside. Quick stick, give and go. Whistle. And I believe the Aggies have earned the 8-meter from the top of the circle. And they have, as Amanda Outcult had the give and go. Foul on the backside from the Cardinal. And the Aggies have a great chance now of getting one more on the board. Bounce pass and in as Outcult gets her first career goal as an Aggie. So the first 2 goals for UC Davis have been first career goals from each of the freshmen, as UC Davis has cut the lead to 1 now as they trail 2-3. Oh, I had it right. As I said on air, Amanda Outcult did get her first career goal there. The announcement was erroneous, so I was not erroneous. So once again, the first 2 goals for UC Davis against the Stanford Cardinal have been first career goals by 2 freshmen. So, things are looking pretty good for Coach T and the freshman class so far here. 2-1 now. Geary in the circle. Stanford wins another draw. Counterattack. Oh, ball loose. Cherry picking. Stanford trying to cherry pick. Almost lost it. Cusick does run it down. Murray back out. Stanford looking for the goal here. Kevorkian, great job of sticking her man at the 12-meter. Quick stick in the middle. Good defense. Another turnover. Aggies on the counterattack. And Stanford gets the ball back. So a good bit of interior defense by the Aggies, and then Stanford gets it right back in transition. Back in the X they go, looking for a roll. Aggie defense doing a good job of closing down that opening. Murray in the middle, and another goal and another assist for Murray. As the Stanford Cardinal just ratcheting up the pressure on the offense there. Extends the lead back to 2. Stanford goal by number 12, Maggie Nick, assisted by 21, Kelsey Murray. So Murray with her first goal. So the Stanford's 4 goals have come by 4 individual attackers there. 3 assists so far, 1 for Poplawski, 1 for Myers, and 1 for Murray. Murray has 2 points so far with her goal and an assist. So Kelsey Murray running that offense like a well-oiled machine for the Cardinal. The Aggie defense doing everything they can to stem the tide. Geary back in the circle now. It's been a while since the Stanford Cardinal have lost a draw. There's the whistle. And Stanford regains possession and wins the draw off the foul. Long pass downfield. Cherry picking are the Cardinal. Attacking at the 8-meter. Good block by Lauren Ali at point blank range there. Elizabeth Cusick took the long range pass and tried to get the quick goal. Turnover though. Stanford back on offense. But a good stop by Lauren Ali there. Let's see if that gets her going in between the pipes. Murray attacks in the middle again. And another good stop. Back-to-back good stops for Lauren Ali. And ball on the ground. Ground ball loose. Aggies pick it up. Taylor Kunin on the run. 2-on-1 break. She has a open to the left flank. Shot and goal! One-timer Aggies trail by 1. Good decision by Taylor Kunin there. They had the 2-on-1 break. She drew to the defender, threw to her left wing, and the Aggies are on the board again. A good counterattack there by the Aggies after a phenomenal stop by Lauren Ali in between the pipes. Back-to-back good stops for Ali. The Aggies reward her with a goal in the transitional offense. So that's 2 goals by Outcut. This time by a nice feed by Taylor Kunin. 14:38 left to go in this first half. Davis trails by 1. 3 trailing 4. Here's the draw as the lights come on here at Aggie Stadium. Aggies win the draw. Taylor Kunin with it now on the run. Out racing her defenders. Into the 8. Looking for the pass. Draws the foul though. Good job by Taylor Kunin. And it looks like in the last couple of minutes, Taylor Kunin has come alive here on the field. Just a spark of energy as she gets the free shot here from that left hash. Let's see if she tries to shoot. Pass, fake, and a shot by Melissa Kellen. And the equalizer again as Aggies tied Stanford 4 apiece. So Melissa Kellen off that little cage roll and the feed by Taylor Kunin off of the free shot. And the Aggies take that penalty and turn it into a goal. So back-to-back goals for the Aggies. And this match has been leveled at 4. 14:24 left to go in this half. And all 8 goals have been scored in furious succession. 3 goals early in the game and 5 goals within the last 2 minutes now. Back in the draw circle they go. UC Davis having a little bit of momentum on their side right now. And the whistle, foul on the Aggies, possession awarded to the Cardinal. Cardinal on the fast break attack again, applying lots of pressure. Back in to the X for Cusick. Cusick looking to feed. Back up top. Looks like number 27, Salemo, has it now. She already has a goal to her credit. Murray has it. Back in to the X they go. Cusick, back up top. Schoen has it. She also has a goal. Murray has it. She also has a goal. Lot of offensive weapons for the Cardinal here. And a turnover. No, Stanford recovers. Almost a turnover there. Murray, 46 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. To the X. Oh, and Pulaski beats Ali to that top of the cage. Lauren Ali saw what was going on and tried to react. just a step too slow. And Stanford regains the lead in a very exciting first half here in Aggie Stadium. If you are just joining us, you are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim from KDVS Sports, and you are watching the 2017 season opener for UC Davis women's lacrosse team. Their opponents, the Stanford Cardinal. So the season opener is the season opener as well as the home opener, as well as the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation opener for the Aggies. The Aggies looking to make back-to-back trips to the MPSF playoffs. 4-5 now. Graham and Outcolt have scored the first points of their careers. Outcolt have scored the first two. Cunin now wins the draw, resets the action. Fellner has it. Good pass to De Jesus. De Jesus in the middle. Picked up by Outcolt. Back to Graham. Graham to Fellner. Kate to Kate. De Jesus has it now. Calls out signals. Into the X. Back to De Jesus. Stanford's defense. Trying to look for some better lateral movement. Melissa Kellen looking for a pick inside here of the 8. Being hounded by a smaller defender. Melissa Kellen trying to use her size advantage. Ball comes loose on the ground. Aggies recover though. On the move. Resets the offense. Back up top. On the move. Outcut with a spin. Double teamed. De Jesus has it now. Aggies reset. 30 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Back to Outcolt. 19 seconds on the clock. Under 20 to go here in the shot clock. The Aggies need to get a shot off. Kellen being hounded. Cunin drives down the middle. Splits defenders. Gone. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock and a foul on the Aggies. And I believe, yes, Stanford regains possession. So Stanford comes out on their full court press here, or full court break. There is a whistle. Restart. Stanford on the attack again into the offensive zone. Stanford pushes the offense every possession. Trying to put as much pressure on the defense as possible. Catch a mismatch, maybe an opening. Cusick, Murray, back to Cusick. Good close down on the right side for the Aggies. Cusick to Murray. Looks like Schoen has it. Now Cusick again, back to Murray. Murray sees an opening, gets double team, pulls it back in. Schoen and Murray. Murray attacks up top, splits 3 defenders. Murray just decided that she was going to take it all on her own, split 3 or 4 defenders. Lauren Ali had her in her sights all the way in, and she made the easy save at the point-blank range. Murray just might have gotten a little impatient there as the shot clock was winding down. Maddie Myers has it now. Midfield, looking to pass to Fellner. Fellner gets double teamed, splits the double. Streaks up the field into the offensive zone. Myers pulls it out. Ball on the ground. Ground ball controlled by the Cardinal. On the counter attack they come. And the ball on the ground and out of bounds. UC Davis receives possession on the unforced error there. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this first half. UC Davis trails by 1, has possession. They're in the offensive zone now. Almost gives it up. regains control there. Myers has it now, cradles it on the left side of the 12. Into the X they go. Back out to Graham. Kate Graham goes out to Outcall. Outcall already has 2 goals to her credit. The first 2 goals of her career here at Aggie Stadium. Outcall, Kunin running the 2-man game on the right hash here. Back in for Fellner. Fellner around. Passes it out. Ball loose on the ground. Aggies recover. No, being hounded. And foul on Stanford. Possession to the Aggies. The far sideline in between the 10 and 20 yard line to restart. So the shot clock is going to be reset to 38 seconds before the restart of this one. Outcold has it. In the middle. Kunin couldn't find any room. Graham on the drive, draws 3 defenders back into the X, looking for the quick stick. Melissa Kellen calls for it, doesn't get it. Screen, Outcold back up top, left hash to the 8. Around the perimeter, back to Kunin. Kunin steps left, steps right, drives to the middle. Defender all over Kunin. Back up top to Outcold. She has no opening. Outcold in, bounce. Oh, over the net it goes. And UC Davis with possession and a fresh shot clock. And it looks like Stanford is given possession. Outcall almost had her hat trick there. A great move to the middle. Shook her defender. Just bounced a little bit too far in front of the net there. Stanford wholesale changes. 3 run on, 3 run off. As Kelly Myers back on the field. Ball on the ground. Unforced error. Stanford gives the ball back up. So Outcall has it. Long pass to the middle. Davis has it on the run. Kellen. Maddie Myers. Kate Fellner has it. Back in the middle. Kunin has it now. Turns left. Drives. Pulls about 4 defenders with it. Pulls it back out though. Outcall back with it with Kunin. De Jesus has it in the X. Looking to feed. Oh, just out of the reach. Back up top. Graham has it, feeds the middle, it's inside the 8. Kunin's there, triple teamed, pulls it back out. 48 seconds on the shot clock here. Back out to Amanda Outcall. She already has 2 goals. Great move again with the spin move. This time doesn't lose a defender as easily as she did the first time. De Jesus looking to feed. Melissa Kellen lurking in just around that goal circle area, just inside the 8. De Jesus scoops it back up. Loses control. And the Aggies lose possession. 6 minutes until halftime. The Aggies trail by 1. Stanford has a 5-4 lead here at Aggie Stadium. Stanford on the run in the offensive zone. A turnover. Good turnover and pressure by Kunin. On the counterattack come the Aggies. Kate Fellner now has it. Crosses midfield. Dodges a defender. Into the offensive zone they go. Melissa Kellen with the bounce shot. And Melissa Kellen has her second goal of the first half. As Taylor Kunin has turned into a distributor late in this first half. And the Aggies once again tie this matchup. They've tied Stanford 3 times already. 1-1, 4-4, and now 5-5. And the stick checks out, so it's 5-5. And the Aggies have tied this game once again. The Aggies have tied the score 3 times. They have yet to take a lead. Stanford, every time that the Aggies have come back to tie, have answered right away. Let's see if the Aggie defense can stop this Stanford offense and score 2 in a row again and take a 6-5 lead. The lights shining bright here at Jim Soker Field inside Aggie Stadium. 5-5, a very competitive first half to the delight of the Aggie faithful. If you're just joining us, first of all, shame on you. Where have you been? It's been an exciting one so far, but you are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim of KDVS Sports. Long pass, cherry picking, 2-on-1 break for Stanford. Here they come, and there it is. Just like the last 2 times that the Aggies equalized, Stanford with a long pass downfield, a 2-on-1 break cherry pick, and they just beat Ali to the spot. Before I was interrupted by that offensive explosion on that attack, as I was saying, I am David D.K. Kim, KDVS Sports, and you are watching the 2017 season opener for the UC Davis Women's Lacrosse team. One of the rare night games here at Aggie Stadium as MPSF action gets underway tonight as well against the Stanford Cardinal. It's been a very exciting first half, a lot of back and forth action. Cardinals have led all the way so far from 1-0. The Aggies have tied it 3 times, have yet to take a lead. Stanford answering back each time. The Aggies have clawed their way back to even. Another draw for Shannon Gary, up in the air, on the ground, controlled by Stanford. Stanford, long pass downfield. Myers on the attack now, looking to pass quickly to the interior. Taylor Kunin looking for the turnover here. Inside the 8, ball's loose. Whistle, though, as Stanford earns themselves an 8-meter free possession shot off the left hash, just inside. Maggie Nick has a goal already. Here she comes again, this time stopped by Lauren Ali. Picked up by, looks like Anna Bolinas. So Lauren Ali now looking to initiate the offense. Pauline Kaplan comes back to receive that pass. Kaplan cradling it now to the 20. Up to the 30, pulls it back. Kevorkian now has it. Brings it up to the 30. Stanford marks it. Good pass to Fellner, past the midfield. Kaplan has it. Lead pass to Kunin. Kunin gets double team, splits the double team, pulls it back out though. Kunin on the drive, pulls it back to De Jesus. De Jesus fakes it, back into the X they go. Back around the perimeter. Melissa Kellen in that low block area in front of the goalie circle, looking for the mismatch, being double teamed right now inside of that 8-meter area. Kunin on the run. Oh, just loses possession there. Kunin had the drive. She had 2 defenders beat to the 8-meter. Long pass downfield again for the Cardinal. Cardinals looking for the mismatch. If they hurry, they might get it inside the 8. Aggies come back, set up their defense and recover in time. Myers briefly open inside the 8-meter by herself for a second there. Sorry, that's Cusick. My bad. Myers has it now. Back to Cusick. Cusick being marked by Tess. Back to Myers, and Myers a laser beam and beats Lauren Ali to the top left corner. And Stanford, barring the stick check, 2-goal lead now. So Stanford, 7 goals on the board, scored by 7 different attackers for UC Davis, for Stanford. So 3:08 left to go before halftime. Stanford, 2 unanswered goals, extends their lead to 2, 7-5. Coach T hoping that her Aggies have 2 more goals and a run in them with 3 minutes left to go in this half. The Aggies have responded well when Stanford puts on the pressure. Stanford wins the draw. Cameron Park passes it. Pulaski. Into the X is Murray. Kusick comes out. Murray looking for the feed in the middle of the 8. Back to Kusick. Up top to Nick. In the middle, Murray has it. Good deflection by Lauren Ali. Murray trying for the roll. Kusick has it. Back in the X they go. Pulaski. Murray screens through the middle. Stanford Cardinal flashing through the 8. There it is again. Oh, and just out of reach. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 60 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Murray, goal line extended back into the X. Up top into the 8. Foul on Kunin, and Stanford has the 8-meter shot from the right hash. There's the whistle and the bounce shot, and through the 5-hole it goes. And the Cardinal, 3 unanswered goals, now lead 8-5 with 1:45 left to go in this half. So Shane with her second goal in the first half, the first Cardinal with multiple goals. Stanford Cardinal, 13 total shots, all of them on goal. UC Davis, 8 for 8. 8 shots in the first half, 7 of them on goal. Stanford has 2 saves. Lauren Ali for UC Davis has 5 saves. 9 ground balls won so far for Stanford, 7 for UC Davis. They look to win another ground ball here. Stanford gets number 10. Cardinals and Cardinals and Aggies, 10 turnovers apiece. Stanford doing a really good job on the clears, 9 of 11. Davis not too shabby at 8 of 11. Stanford on the attack again, looking to extend this lead. Good defense for UC Davis. Ball on the ground. Kaplan looking to win it. Stanford comes away with it. Another ground ball one. Back up top. Kusick. Pass middle. Myers has it. Good deflection by Lauren Ali. Stanford comes out of the scrum with it, though. New shot clock. They have a full 90 seconds in the offensive zone now. They can deliberately pass it around, look for an opening here now. They got plenty of time. Shot clock is turned off as there's under 30 seconds in this half. 25 seconds till halftime. Stanford leads by 3, 8-5, looking for more. Cusick fakes, stutter step, drives, pulls it back out. Schoen fakes. Pulaski open in the middle, quick stick, and there it is. No sooner did we say Pulaski was open in the middle of the 8 that the quick stick feed pass came from the X, and there was the one-timer and the goal. And Murray with another assist. Murray with 3 assists so far in this matchup. So 9-5 is the score. And just like that, Stanford with 4 unanswered goals. And what was a 5-5 tie with happy feelings all over Aggie Stadium is now a 9-5 deficit at halftime as the Aggies look to regroup for the second half here with 8 seconds remaining till halftime. And Stanford wins the draw, and a good save by Lauren Ali at the buzzer as Stanford was looking for more there. A nice save at the end of the first half for Lauren Ali. The score at halftime, 9-5, Stanford by 4. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with halftime stats and the start of the second half. You are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. Mountain Pacific Sports Federation action between the Stanford Cardinal and your UC Davis Aggies in this, the 2017 season opener of women's lacrosse here at UC Davis. I am David D.K. Kim. We're back in about 10 minutes. And welcome back. You are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim from KDVS Sports, and you have been watching the first half of the 2017 season opener for UC Davis Women's Lacrosse here on Jim Soker Field inside of Aggie Stadium. At the half, the Stanford Cardinal lead your UC Davis Aggies 9-5 off of 4 unanswered goals near the end of the half. UC Davis had leveled the matchup at 5 apiece when Stanford went on a string of goals to get where we are now, almost getting one at the buzzer as well. But Lauren Ali with the good save at the very end. Let's see here. Box score. There we are. So for the Stanford Cardinal, they were led by the duo of Schoen and Poplawski as they had 2 goals apiece. But they were not the only ones doing action as Cusick, Myers, Nick, Murray, and Salemo had 1 goal apiece as well. And Salemo had an assist along with Myers, Cusick, and Poplawski with 1 apiece. And Kelsey Murray with the 3 assists. She also has a ground ball to her credit as well. Poplawski, the main draw control winner for Stanford, as she has 7 draw controls. For UC Davis, Melissa Kellen leads the way with 2 goals alongside the freshman Amanda Outcalt with her first 2 goals of her career, as well as Kate Graham, her first career goal. And those are the goals for UC Davis. Lauren Ali, 6 saves off of 15 shot attempts. For Stanford, 15 shots, all of them on goal. They have won 10 draw controls, 7 fouls. They are 2 of 3 from the free position shot area. 9 of 11 on clears from the defense to the offensive zone. 10 turnovers, 7 caused turnovers. UC Davis, 8 shots, 7 of them on goal. As I said, Lauren Ali with 6 saves. They've only had 5 draw control wins. 5 fouls, 1 for 1 on the free position shot. That is the goal by Outcult, her first career goal. They are 8 of 12 in the clears, 11 turnovers, and 5 caused turnovers for UC Davis. So the match started off relatively quickly. Stanford leading 1-0. Aggies tied it at 1. Stanford took a 3-1 lead. Aggies cut the lead to 1. Stanford back up to a 4-2 lead. Aggies leveled it at 4. Stanford took a 5-4 lead. Aggies leveled at 5. And then Stanford with 4 unanswered goals, and we stand at 9-5. And here we go. Second half underway here on Jim Soker Field inside of Aggie Stadium. Scrum at the 45. Stanford, UC Davis comes out with it, though. They also regain possession on the quick start. Aggies now transition into the offense. They got numbers if they push. Into the X they go. Looking for the feed. Graham through the 8-meter. Cross now with it up top. Back to the X. Fellner has it. Kunin off the bounce. Up top to Cross. We didn't see much of Cross in the first half. Maybe we'll be seeing more of the presence of Cross here in the second half here. To Kunin. Give and go with Graham. Graham back out. Melissa Kellen now. Surveying inside of the X here, or inside of the 8-meter. Up top to Graham. Aggies looking for an opening. Kunin rolls inside the 8-meter. Intercepted by Stanford, it looks like. And on the run now, on the counterattack, looking to clear. Stanford very good at the long clears. Past midfield, still in the midfield. Ball loose on the ground. Stanford has it though. Nope, still on the ground. Stanford would get possession. Resets at midfield. A successful clear this time for the Cardinal. Myers has it to Schoen. Schoen cradling it back and forth. Cusick has it now. Draws a couple of defenders. Back to Myers. Schoen. Drives. Good body block by Lauren Ali. Aggies on the rebound. Looking for the counterattack here. Passed back into Lauren Ali. Lauren Ali cradling it. Comes outside of the 8. Comes outside of the 12. Passes it back off now. Back into her goalie circle. Teskavorkian surveying the field. Looking for a pass. Comes all the way to midfield almost. Gives it up. Here come the Aggies now on the bump. No foul there. No call. So the unforced error gives possession back to the Cardinal. And Schoen loses it but gets it right back. Passes it up to Myers. Myers on the run, looking for an opening. Oh, loses it on the ground. Stanford recovers though. They have numbers if they push. Myers, and Myers gets the goal. First one of the second half. So the Stanford Cardinal applying the pressure both on offense and defense. Gets on the board again. So 10-5 is the score here at Aggie Stadium. Second half just underway. If you're just joining us, you are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim from KWS Sports. And on Jim Soker Field, we have the Stanford Cardinal leading your UC Davis Aggies 10-5 in the 2017 season opening game for the UC Davis Women's Lacrosse program. Coach T and her young Aggies looking to get off on the right foot, and they are hanging with the Cardinal. The Cardinal are just doing a little bit better right now as the Aggies win the draw. Pass forward, cross on the break. They got numbers if they hurry. Kellen on the wing. Kellen looking for the quick stick, pulls it back, resets the offense. Good idea. Shannon Cross now on the drive, uses a screen, gets hit up, back out to Kunin has it, drive him in middle. Oh, pushed off the spot, and she does earn the foul. I was going to wonder about that very out loud. They didn't call that one a foul, then they would have been very inconsistent with what they had been calling all game. So Kunin now gets it from the 8 meter just inside the left hash. The Aggies desperately needing a goal. Bounce over, out of bounds. Aggies keep possession. The shot clock does not restart. 63 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Back up top. De Jesus has it to the 12. Pulls it back out. Eyeing a pass. Denied by Stanford. Rolls to the 8. Good spin move, loses the ball, gets it back, push to the ground, no call. So no call there as Kathy De Jesus gets pushed to the ground behind the cage. Kunin has it, starts her drive, pulls it back, looking for someone to pass to inside of the 8. Melissa Kellen being hounded by defenders, and ball out of bounds. So the turnover gives the possession back to the Cardinal. Plenty of time for the Ags right now in this second half if they can play some stellar defense and transition it into some points on the offensive end here. Cameron Park. Long pass. Received by Pulowski right to the middle of Schoen, and Schoen on the run. 3 Aggies hounding her. Pass outside, dropped. Goal line extended into the A of Aggies. Into the X they go. Whistle blown and a foul on the Aggies. I believe Taylor Cunin. Excuse me. It's Kate Graham on the foul. Stanford with possession now on the X at the E of Aggies in the end zone. Shot clock resets to 90. Stanford looking to add on to their 5-goal lead here. Looking to feed the middle, and they do off the crossbar. It hit on the underside of the crossbar, and instead of caroming in, it bounced out of the goal area. It's Kate Fellner called for the foul, harassing the Stanford player there at the 30. So lucky break there for the Aggies. Stanford with possession again, though. Looking to feed the middle. They've done such a good job of the quick stick. There's an erroneous pass and ball into the mid area. Whistle blown, and Aggies are awarded the possession as a Stanford Cardinal player argues with the referee, points ahead of her, saying, how do you have the best angle when she was looking at it? Aggies on the attack now. Ball loose at midfield. Stanford picks up the ground ball. Back on offense. Clears it. Looking to score another goal. Stanford Cardinals running rampant through the 8-meter area. They just throw it away at the unforced error as they try to rush into their offense. UC Davis with possession now. 23 and a half minutes left to go in this matchup. Natalie Garces. Back to Tess Kevorkian. Long pass received by De Jesus. Clears to the offensive zone. Being marked by Abundis. De Jesus being marked by Abundis. Enters the X. Passes it out. Out cut. Pass in and over. And a foul called. And the Aggies have earned themselves an 8-meter free position shot as Shannon Cross attacking the interior of that 8-meter, drawing the foul. The Aggies looking for a goal. Shannon Cross has the abilities to get them one. Let's see if she attacks the bottom or the top. Bounce shot. Good deflection by the goalie. Recovered nicely by the Aggies. One time. Oh, and a deflection. And the Aggies can't turn that great rebound into points as the Stanford interior stands up tall. So a good sequence for the Aggies. The only thing that they didn't get was a goal out of that sequence. Stanford on the attack. Attacking the middle again. Stanford continuing to apply the pressure inside of the 8-meter with quick passes from the feeder spot in the X. And great drives, but the Aggies, for the amount of goals that they have given up, the Aggies have stood tall inside that 8-meter area when pressed. 40 seconds on the shot clock for the Stanford Cardinal. The Aggies trying to not give up another quick stick right in front of the goal as the cage roll almost happened there. Cusick. Jabs left, jabs right, back into the X they go. Pawlowski, there's a foul, though, against the Aggies, I believe. Salemo open inside of the 8-meter. Very dangerous if she gets the quick stick from the X position. And a good defensive pressure by Pauline Kaplan there. Cage roll. Good close down by the Aggies. Salemo back to Pawlowski. Quick stick. And a good defense that time by the Aggies. Closing in and closing down on the Stanford Cardinal inside of the 8-meter. Just under 21 minutes left to go in this matchup. Aggies trail by 5. They still got plenty of time because the Aggies can score in bunches. but it's starting to become an issue here. They're going to need it to get at least one goal here in the next minute or so if they have a shot of making a comeback against these Cardinal. Turnover, Cardinal on the counterattack. Pelton has it, passes it, one-handed reception. What a grab by number 20, Lucero. And Murray, what a pass to Pawlowski, just wide right, and a charging penalty, I believe, as Pawlowski picks up the yellow card. And the Aggies regain possession after that charge. And it looks like Pawlowski will have to serve 2 minutes on the sidelines, and the Aggies will have the one-man advantage. So let's see if the Aggie offense here can make some noise here with a little bit more room to work with inside of that 8-meter area. Ball still on the ground, controlled by the Aggies. Aggies on the break here, trying to transition and clear. Pauline Kaplan has it. Back to looks like Cunin. Cunin clears into the offensive zone. She's got cut to her left. Loses the ball. Counter attack by the Cardinal. Ball on the ground. And a pass to Lucero, running wild and free. Wide open spaces. She's got numbers if they hurry. Ball on the ground, though. Good defense there by Brennan. Kelsey Murray calling out signals back to Myers. Up top to Schoen. Kelsey Myers, or Murray, excuse me. Back to Schoen, trying to spread out the Aggie defense, trying to thin out that interior. What a run by Selimo. Down the middle she goes. Good block by Lauren Ali. That might have been a case of Selimo just doing a little bit too much by herself there. She drew 3 defenders. She could have easily did the outlet pass to her left there for a better shot. Aggies on the attack. Have yet to score here in this second half. Good pass forward. De Jesus, head on a swivel, looking to pass up. Points fingers. Melissa Kellen flashing inside of the 8-meter. And a timeout called by Coach T. We'll take a quick timeout ourselves here on the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. 18:23 left to go in this one. Stanford leads 10-5 over UC Davis. So out of the timeout, I just realized that the last goal allowed was allowed by the second goalie, Rowan Chamberlain, the freshman out of Redding, California, as she has replaced Lauren Ali in between the pipes. So Chamberlain with 2 saves to her credit, 1 goal allowed. And UC Davis with possession, 51 seconds on the shot clock for UC Davis. 18:23 left to go in this one. The Aggies trail by 5. Stanford leads 10-5. Here's the restart. Outcult to Kunin. Kunin surveying the situation here. Let's see what play Coach T drew up in that huddle. Back out. Aggies playing the 4-man game up top here. Melissa Kellen in the action now. Drive by outcut. And a shot. Oh, no good. So on the rebound, ground ball controlled by Stanford. Stanford on the counterattack. And the goalie out of position here on the restart will try to be racing back to the goal as it starts. And the possession starts in front of the goalie. They have Kunin open in the middle. And there it is. Oh! And a vicious foul at the end of the play as Taylor Kunin gets run over. You wonder if that's going to issue a yellow card. As they check out Kunin's stick first. And this goal is good. And goalie out of position for Stanford, Ali Dakar, went to receive the pass out of her reach, went out of bounds. UC Davis restarted in front of the goalie, Taylor Kunin, right in front of the 8-meter area. Great pass to the wheelhouse of Kunin, and as she scored one, as she got ran over by 2 defenders. So the Aggies cut the lead to 4. Taylor Kunin's first goal of this matchup. She has 2 assists to her credit. It's her first goal of the season. Shannon Geary now in the circle, looking to win the draw here and keep the momentum going for the Aggies. Geary versus Pulaski inside of the draw circle. 17-11 left to go in this one. There it is in the air. Controlled by Stanford, still on the ground. And the whistle. Possession goes to Stanford. As Maggie Nick was just getting harassed by the Aggies there. So here's the restart coming up soon on the whistle. There it is. Pulaski has it up middle. Running free and clear into the offensive zone. Kelsey Murray has it. Into the X she goes, looking to feed that one-timer quick stick in front of the goal. Back up top, Cusick. Pulaski, Schoen. Oh, in the middle, and there it is. And another goal, the one-timer in the middle of the 8-meter area for this Cardinal. And the Cardinal have run that play to perfection tonight, where the person in the cradle is in and out of that 8-12 meter area, dancing back and forth, drawing the defense further and further up into that 8-12 meter area, clearing the way behind the defense for a Cardinal to slash in between the defense and the goalie in the heart of that 8-meter area. And the Cardinal are doing everything they can with that quick stick, and they are making the Aggies pay right now. Starts with the draw control, though. If Shannon Geary can win this, get control, and maybe get it to a Taylor Cunin or a DeJesus, have them go on a dead sprint down the middle and draw the defenders. A lot of good has happened when that's happened. So let's see what's happening here in the circle. Up in the air. Controlled by Stanford, looks like. Oh, no foul there on the contact by the Aggies. Nick on the run. Back in the X. Cage roll this time as Kelsey Murray lulled the Aggie defense to sleep as she's been feeding for the most of the second half. With the defense's back turned, Kelsey Murray did the cage roll and just whipped one to the top of the cage for another Stanford goal. Myers, Nick, Murray, Schoen, Poplawski, they all have 2 goals apiece. One has to wonder if Cusick and Salemo aren't next on the agenda to get their second goals, as this balanced scoring attack continuing to wreak havoc here at Aggie Stadium. 16:09 left. Stanford doubling up UC Davis, 12-6. And Davis finally wins the draw. Taylor Cunin on the run. She has Geary open in the 8 if she looks up. Stanford collapses. Double teamed in the X. Passes back out. Looking for control. There it is. Oh, and just wide goes the shot. Good idea by UC Davis. I don't know who the shot was for. I think it was Fellner that took it. Aggies, though, with possession. 90 seconds back on the shot clock. Graham inside the Kellen. Bounce shot and in. And Melissa Kellen finally breaks loose of that hounding defense inside of the 8-meter. Good pass by Cunin there. And the Aggies cut the lead back to 5 as Melissa Kellen back on the board. And that's a hat trick for Melissa Kellen. The natural hat trick, 3 goals on 3 shots. She also has an assist of she has allotted 4 of the 7 points for UC Davis in this matchup so far. So once again, we see good things happening when UC Davis can win control of that draw and get a good offensive surge towards Stanford's defense. It's just the problem of getting that draw control, as Stanford has done a yeoman's job of winning that draw. Stanford leads 12-7. 15:32 left to go in this matchup. You're watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim of KWS Sports, bringing you the action. You're watching the 2017 season opener for the UC Davis women's lacrosse team. Also happens to be the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation opener as well, as Stanford is a part of the MPSF with UC Davis. So I didn't catch what was wrong there by the officials. Looks like the officials are trying to correct something. Whatever the issue is, it seems to be resolved as they get ready for the draw. Draw on the ground, picked up by Stanford, back on the ground. Foul on UC Davis. Restart. Salemo. Pass. Losky. And it does look like that was the plan, as Anna Salemo, gets her second goal of this matchup. And it looks like Stanford is just going back and forth, allowing all of their primary attackers to get a piece of the action. Genesis Lucero with an assist on that one. Excuse me. So Myers, Nick, Murray, Schoen, Salemo, Poplawski, and Cusick have done the damage. Everyone besides Cusick has 2 goals, which leads me to believe that the next offensive possession for Stanford, they're going to look to get Cusick her second goal if things have been going the way that they have. On the ground, in the air, popped up. Stanford doesn't come away with it. Still, possession awarded to Stanford. Foul on Davis. Stanford on the attack now. Oh, they have numbers if they hurry. Oh, ball on the ground. Oh, picked up again by Stanford. They do have numbers if they hurry. And there it is Areta Bundes gets into the action. The sophomore midi from Paradise Valley, Arizona, out of Xavier Prep was like, you guys are having way too much fun. I'm just going to run this in on my own and get this goal. And that's pretty much what she did as she got the rebound. Pretty much dead sprint from about the 40-yard line on and just beat the goalie up top. So the Stanford Cardinal doubling up on UC Davis once again, 14-7. Stanford Cardinal looking like a different team since that 5-5 score late in the first half. Since that 5-5 score, UC Davis has been outscored 9-2 as Stanford is looking to exert its dominance to close out this one. Another draw won by Stanford. Bundes has it again. Oh, out of the reach this time and out of bounds. So a turnover. Possession going to the Aggies. $14-12 left to go on this one. UC Davis needs a couple of goals and in a hurry right now. They need to score. They need to score in bunches, and they need to do it within the next couple of minutes in order to get back into this thing if they have a chance of coming back against the Cardinal. Kevorkian long pass out of reach. Picked up by number 2, Outcall. And a good recovery by Amanda Outcall. That could have been an errant pass for UC Davis, but she made a great recovery and then drew the foul in between the 12 and 8 meters here. She's got Kunin to her left if she wants to pass it. Passes it out to Cross. Cross on the drive. Crisscross in the 8. There's a shot out of bounds. And the possession goes to the Cardinal. 14-7 still the score. 13-21 and counting. Stanford not in any rush to score. And it's showing right now with their sloppy play as their clears have become a little sloppy as this second half has gone on, as that lead is extended. The Aggies looking to capitalize on these late mistakes, maybe to make this one a little closer. Stanford doing a good job playing defense in the transitional zone here. Aggies looking to clear, and they do finally on the offensive attack here. Outcolt. Graham, the freshman duo playing catch there. Graham back in to the X. Melissa Kellen calling traffic. Long pass out. Outcolt has it. She has 2 goals, starts to drive. Looking to join Melissa Kellen in the hat trick club. Good pass. Oh, just out of reach. Looking to feed Taylor Kunin just outside the goalie circle. Good idea there. Just an errant pass. Stanford on the counterattack. Just under 12 minutes to go here in Aggie Stadium. Stanford leads 14-7 in the first MPSF match of the year in the 2017 home opener for the UC Davis women's lacrosse team. You are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim from KWS Sports. Glad you're listening. And the Stanford Cardinal on the attack again as Myers draws the foul in the heart of the 8-meter area. Foul on Stanford as UC Davis regains possession. Aggies looking to clear. Still looking to clear. Stanford doing a good job of cutting down the long passes downfield. Pauline Kaplan says, doesn't matter, I'm going to run with it down the field until I find an opening. There it is. They got numbers if they hurry. De Jesus. Looking for the quick stick. Kunin now on the drive in the 8-meter. There's the bounce and missed, but Aggies retain possession. 59 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Aggies looking to keep the pressure on the offensive end here. Just under 11 minutes to go. Taylor Kunin, goal line extended into the X. Drives again, forced back out. Catch. Good catch by Shannon Cross. And a late foul call there by the officials on the cross check. So Cross has it on the left side of the 12. She's got Melissa Kellen open inside of the 8-meter for a quick pass. Oh, and an interception as she tries to go cross field. Stanford on the counterattack. Cusick has it. She only has 1 goal. She wants to join her compadres with 2. She's not even looking to pass right now. Passes it, though. Foul called. And Cusick will get the 8-meter possession just outside the right hash with nothing in front of her but the goalie. Chamberlain looking to stand on her head here. And no such luck for Chamberlain as Cusick joins the 2-goal party. As 7 Stanford Cardinal now have scored at least 2 goals apiece. Cusick has 2 goals and 2 assists. Her and Murray leading the way with 5 and 4 points respectively. Timeout on the field. 10-17 left to go in this one. Stanford leading 15-7. We'll take a quick break ourselves, and when we come back, more exciting second half action here at Aggie Stadium. So coming out of the timeout, let's reset the action here for you. 15-7, Stanford leads UC Davis by 8. 10-17 left to go in the matchup for Stanford. Cusick, Myers, Nick, Murray, Schoen, Salemo, Poplowski have each scored 2 goals apiece, with Bunnis being the lone 1-goal scorer off the bench. That's how they've gotten their 15. For UC Davis, Melissa Kellen has the natural hat trick on 3 shots, and she is supported by Kunin and Graham with 1 goal apiece, and Outcult with 2. For Outcult and Graham, those are their very first career goals as a collegiate lacrosse player. So congrats on that to those 2. But here we are, 10-17 left to go on this one. Stanford leads by 8. A lot of time left on this clock for UC Davis. If they can just win this draw and start to score in bunches, they have shown Stanford that they can score 2 in a row, and they can play defense to prevent them from scoring, as they showed in the first half. And the Aggies win the draw there. Fellner has it. Good pass to De Jesus. De Jesus into the offensive zone now. Runs into the X. Looking to pass out of the X and feed the middle. Jacqueline Kelly in the match now. Another freshman. There's Graham. Passes it to Kellen. Kellen turns around. Good stop by the goalie. UC Davis retains possession, though. Melissa Kellen doing all she can right now on the doorstep, trying to get the Aggies a little closer. Kunin again on the drive, double teamed at the corner. Loses her defender. Passes out and out of bounds. The unforced error as Taylor Kunin with the spin move lost the initial defender. Didn't realize in time. Could not take advantage. Stanford on the counterattack now. Myers in the middle. Runs past midfield. Transitions into the offensive zone. Pawlowski passes to the roll. Splits 2 defenders. Gives middle. Myers again. And Myers with the hat trick for Stanford. And the Stanford Cardinal are on an 11-2 run since that 5-5 tie late in the first half. So the Stanford Cardinal not putting their foot off the gas pedal quite yet. 8:45 left, under the lights, under the full moon here at Aggie Stadium. Back in the draw circle, Stanford leads 16-7. Stanford has scored the last 4 goals. UC Davis wins the draw there. Draws the foul. And Kelsey Murray earns herself a yellow card and a 2-minute penalty off the field. So UC Davis now playing a man up. Let's see if they can use this as their advantage. Good pass on the run. Here come the Aggies on the break. Kellen! And Kellen gets her 4th goal of this matchup. Good lead pass for Melissa Kellen. And she beats the goalie up top. Her stick checks out, and Melissa Kellen doing everything she can to keep the Aggies in this one. 4 goals on the night by Melissa Kellen, leading the way for the Aggies right now. She has half of the 8 goals scored tonight. She's also assisted on 1. So that's the plan for the Aggies. They need to win the draw and score quickly in the next couple of minutes to have a shot at this one. 8:33 left. Time is of the essence here. There it is, in the air, on the ground. Stanford with it. Myers. Oh, excuse me, not Myers. Kyra Pelton with it. Running around, 2 Aggies on her side. Loses control of the ball. Possession stays with the Aggies, though. Or, excuse me, the Cardinal. As Pelton will restart. Bunnis passes it on the ground. Stanford looking for more here. Just under 8 minutes left to go in this one. Stanford looking for that quick stick. It has paid them much dividends tonight. And over the goal there. The clock does not reset for that. 55 seconds left to go on the shot clock for the Cardinal. The Aggie defense looking to stand strong one more time and counterattack here. Murray out of the box, back on the field there. There's the whistle, and a foul called on UC Davis. And Bunnis with the free position shot from the 8-meter. And Bunnis joins the group at 2 goals or more here. As now 8 different Stanford Cardinal have scored 2 or more goals in this matchup. As the Aggies are now down by 9. Stanford leads 17-8, 7:15 left to go in this matchup. Geary back in the circle. High in the air again. Stanford comes out with it again. Stanford looking for more here. Trying to pile on the points. The Aggie defense looking to get the turnover and give the ball back to the possession of the offense here. Melissa Kellen being on fire. Stanford in and out. Draws the foul, and an 8-meter shot from just inside the left hash. And another goal scored for the Cardinal. And Cusick joins Myers in the hat trick club. As there's a timeout on the field with 6:33 left to go in this matchup. Stanford, they lead 18-8 over UC Davis here at Aggie Stadium. Take a quick break ourselves here. You're watching the official YouTube channel of the UC Davis Athletics. I am David D.K. Kim from KDS Sports. Come on back. We'll have the rest of this second half between the Stanford Cardinal and your UC Davis Aggies. So coming out of that timeout, Stanford leading UC Davis 18-8, 6:33 left to go in this matchup. If you're just joining us, first of all, where have you been? You've been missing some exciting lacrosse action. For those of you that are watching now or have been watching since the beginning, thank you for always following UC Davis on the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. This is the season opening matchup for the 2017 UC Davis Women's Lacrosse team. Stanford Cardinal versus your UC Davis Aggies. At one point, Aggies had a 5-5 tie. Since then, Stanford has gone on a 13-3 run to take this commanding 10-point lead. But time and again, it has shown that if UC Davis can just win the draw, that they have a shot of scoring on the offensive end, especially with how prolific Melissa Kellen has been inside of that 8-meter area. Here's Gary now. Aggies have numbers if they push. Looking for Kellen on the inside. Double teamed by the Stanford Cardinal. Fellner looking for an opening. Checking foul on Stanford. Shannon Gary gets the 8-meter from right on top the 8 here. Got a clear path to the goal. The Aggies could use a goal. Got a teammate just outside the cage, too. There. Oh, and an interception by the goalie, Ali Dakar. She runs around the outside. Foul on the Aggies. Stanford on the counterattack. Good anticipation by the Stanford goalie there. Turnover, whistle though. Possession stays with the Cardinal. Michaela Watson on the run, gives it up. Madison O'Leary now gives it up. Pulowski shown in the X. As the Stanford Cardinal offense flashes through that 8-meter area, off the stick, on the ground, picked up by the Cardinal. Under 40 seconds on the shot clock. Stanford trying to milk the time here. Even if they don't get a goal, if they can waste a couple of minutes off the time, that's still a win-win on the possession. And another goal. This time by Cusick. I believe that's her 4th goal of this matchup. Pending the stick check. And it checks out. So 19-8 is the score now.
Stanford goal by number 1, Elizabeth Cusick.
So back in the draw circle we are. (19-8) is the score. The clock is continuously running because of the 10 or more point lead for the Cardinal. And the Aggies win the draw to get the ball turned over on the good effort by Stanford. Cardinals on the restart. Maggie Nick has it. Passes it into the X for Schoen. Quick stick again, and a good deflection that time as Hannah Dudley, the freshman from Concord, Massachusetts, was trying to get in on the scoring action there. Stanford with possession, though. Kelsey Murray testing out the drive. Schoen. Cusick. Schoen again. Drives in. Cut off by the Aggies. Oh, and in the wheelhouse it went. And Maggie Nick has her third goal of this matchup. And the Stanford Cardinal are running away with it here in this second half.
Stanford goal by number 12, Maggie Nick, with the assist from number 22, Dylan Shane.
We're going to keep it here for this timeout with 2:05 left to go in this matchup here. UC Davis, led by Melissa Kellen, 4 goals on 5 shots. She has 1 assist. Taylor Cunin has a goal on 3 shots, 2 assists, 2 ground balls, 2 draw controls. Kate Graham has a goal and an assist and a ground ball as well. Amanda Outcolt, 2 goals, 1 assist. Kathy DeJesus has an assist, so does Kate Fellner. That rounds out the individual statistics for the Aggies. For Stanford, Cusick has 4 goals and 2 assists. Myers with 3 and 1. Nick has 3 goals. Salemo 2 goals and an assist. Murray has 2 goals and 3 assists. Schoen has 2 goals and 2 assists. Poplawski with 2 and 1. And Lucero with an assist, as well as Bunnis with 2 goals as well. Stanford has scored 8 of the last 9 goals between the two teams. They have 32 shots to Stanford, 29 of them on goal, compared to only 19 shots for UC Davis, 15 of them on goal. So here we go, out of the timeout, getting back underway here. Stanford leads 20-8 with 2:05 left to go in this one. And a shout out to Julie Neff out there watching from home. Hopefully she feels better today. A little bit under the weather from what I hear. Shout out to the whole Neff family. Such great supporters of UC Davis lacrosse. Something tells me that they are still watching from wherever they are. Shout out to you guys from me, David DK Kim. And once again, Julie, hopefully you're feeling better. 20-8, though, is the score here at Aggie Stadium. 2:05 left to go in this one. UC Davis would love nothing to get a couple of more on the board here in the last 2 minutes. There's a draw. Davis comes up with it, still on the ground. Whistle, Davis with possession. Davis on the attack now. Taylor Kunin on the dead run. Draws 3 defenders with her to Kate Fellner, who does a spin move. 3 defenders on it. Draws the whistle and the contact. Kate Feller earning the 8-meter shot just inside the right hash. Goes low and in. So 120 and counting with the continuous running clock. And the Aggies add 1 more to their total. 9-20 as they trail by 11.
Aggie goal by number 24, Kate Fellner.
So Kate Fellner, her first goal of the season. We're just under a minute left to go here in this matchup. Courtney Humphreys, sophomore from Okemos, Michigan, on the field now, getting her first minutes of action here for the Aggies. Under 40 seconds left to go as the ref still fidgets in the draw circle, costing a lot of time right now for the Aggies. There's the whistle. Kunin gets it again on the dead sprint. She wants another one. Pass up to Kellen. Kellen gets the other one. 5 goals on the night for Melissa Kellen as UC Davis cuts the lead in half with their 10th goal of this game matchup. 5 of them from Melissa Kellen. And as the time clicks away to 0 here, Stanford will take this one 20-10 as Stanford opens up the 2017 season on the road, improves to 1-0 overall and 1-0 in the MPSF. UC Davis falls to 0-1 for the season and 0-1 in the MPSF. Final stats for UC Davis: Melissa Kellen 5 goals on 6 shots and an assist. Taylor Kunin 1 goal on 3 shots, 3 assists. Kate Graham, her first collegiate goal of her career for UC Davis, 1 goal and 1 assist. Kate Fellner with a goal as well as an assist of the starters as well. Kathy DeJesus had an assist to go with the ground balls and the defensive effort on her part. And Amanda Outcolt, 2 goals and 1 assist. Those are also her first 2 goals of her collegiate career as well. So congratulations to the 2 freshmen for getting on the board in your collegiate careers. That does it here at Aggie Stadium. Final score, UC Davis 10, Stanford 20. At one point, we were at 5-5, and who knew what could have happened then? But Stanford put the screws on, outscoring the Aggies 15-5 down the stretch to take this one on Jim Soker Field inside of Aggie Stadium. Our next broadcast will be February 12th, Sunday at noon is the opening draw. It'll be against Long Island University of Brooklyn. So once again, you are watching the official YouTube channel of UC Davis Athletics. This has been a KDVS Sports production. I am David D.K. Kim, and I bid you adieu. See you Sunday afternoon. And as always, go Ags.